Hello guys, this video is about this Tvs Ntorq and the issues I had faced in the Tvs Ntorq. I had this Tvs Ntorq for around 6 months now. I've not thoroughly used it, but now in the last 2 months I've been using it every single day. And there were two issues in this vehicle which I've pointed out in the earlier video. I wanted to make a video on later. So today I'm making this video to just tell you guys how those problems were rectified or resolved. So for me, the major issue with this Tvs Ntorq was two things. One was the sound coming up from the backside of the scooter and the front suspension. The front suspension, because when I was driving this vehicle, my hands were feeling the shutters, the portholes and the vibrations. I was feeling very awkward. So I had gone to the TVS service center and I've told the guy, look, this is not normal. And he initially said, it's normal, sir, there's not a big of a change. But I said, look, this is not normal. What I will do is I will ride another TVS Ntorq, which is a test drive, or another vehicle to make sure and show you that this is having some suspension problems. So he said, yes, why not? And he asked me to get the TVS guy, not the service center guy, the TVS guy, to ride this scooter and another scooter to make him convinced that this scooter had a problem. So a guy from TVS is always in the service center, and I got him. His name was Tamim, and he drove this vehicle and he drove another TVS Ntorq, and he could get what I was telling him, that there is a problem in this vehicle. So when there is a problem in this vehicle, if this vehicle is under warranty, we expect the manufacturer to rectify it and give it cost-free replacement. So I was always positive, because this had a warranty on, and it took a delay like around 14 days because they did not have the suspension. What he told me was he needs to change the front suspension and the cone and ball set. And I said, is it required? He said, yes, it is required. And after around 10 days of some deliberation and the courier, the suspension did come up and he changed it, and now it's magical, to be honest. So I was correct. This had an initial problem with the suspension. It was a new vehicle and it should not have happened. But TVS, on the positive side, changed the whole front suspension for me, and it was completely done free. So yeah, very, very positive about it. And now after riding this with the suspension change, I feel really good. The portholes are silky smooth now, and it's not, I can't tell you that it's so polished, but this is very, very different from what I used to have, and I'm very, very loving this front suspension. And the second problem was the sound coming up from the backside, especially on cold start. When I was starting this vehicle early morning, there was a lot of sound coming from the left rear end of this vehicle, and I was wondering what, and there might be something loose. And finally I found out that there's a rod which had an issue, and it had to be changed. So when I went to the service center, initially he said, we will just check it, we will just see where the sound is coming from, and we will try to rectify it. And he tried once, he couldn't. So he told me, give me a few days to check and I'll come back to you. I said, yes, fine, you can do that. And when he came back to me again, asked me to convince the TVS guy, which is Tamim, and I spoke to him and he said there is a problem and he has to change it. So it is a procedure, and it's an expensive procedure as well. And normally speaking, other manufacturers wouldn't change it for you, because when I spoke to the Honda service manager, he was telling me if such an issue was in the Honda Activa, they wouldn't exchange it even if it was in warranty. They would blame it on the customer's usage levels, to the way of using. And I was lucky that it is TVS and they're changing it. So the road got changed, and even the bigger problem, the sound coming from the rear end of the vehicle, is resolved now. So altogether, it's been a very pleasant experience with the TVS service and TVS warranty. So I can assure you that if you buy this vehicle, if an issue and you are under warranty, TVS is going to resolve it for you. That's my experience, and they will do it without any hassles, like they won't just get you tied up in debates or something. They will just change it for you. That's my experience, and I'm very, very happy with it. So altogether, the main issues which I had in this vehicle, the front suspension and the rear end noise, are resolved now. Now it's a dream to drive this vehicle. You can flick it right and left like a motorbike. The wider tires are giving me ample grip, and there's a lot of riding pleasure with this TVS Ntorq, and I'm very happy with the TVS service and the TVS warranty. So friends, as I've told you, there were two major issues, and the issue with the drive shaft rod, which is linking the gearbox, which was a big one if you look at a new vehicle. So for a new vehicle to come up with some major issues, including the gearbox rod issue or the suspension, is not very good. But the best thing about TVS is they understand there is a problem, they try to resolve it, they try to rectify it, and they try to rectify it in a very decent manner. So I'm very happy with the way TVS has done this for me, and I'm a little unhappy because there were not enough quality checks and standards in place when they manufactured this vehicle, because in less than around 6 months, these two major issues coming in a new vehicle is unacceptable if you look at the standard checks. But it's an Indian manufacturer. I love Indian manufacturers, and I would always support Indian manufacturers. My car is a Tata, my scooters are TVS or Bajaj, so I don't mind. The best thing is I get great customer service. I'm very happy for it. And the best thing about TVS is you can communicate with them, and they'll communicate back with you in a very, very good professional manner. So guys, there ends this video. The main idea of this video was to give you an input regarding this vehicle, its issues, and how you can resolve it. And I would say you should go to the TVS service and communicate to them properly about this, and you can get it done. Now, I fitted two small HJC LED lights on this vehicle, basically because the headlight bulb this vehicle comes with is inadequate to give you really good throw on your headlight. So I changed to a different LED bulb. It got burned out in a month. You should be careful with that. So I had a bigger car sort of bulb fitted in, H4 bulb fitted into this. It's good, but it's not as bright as the LED I had before. So I thought I'll have two fog lamps from HJC, and these are really good. I'll give you a detailed night review on these fog lamps later on. So guys, that's about it. This video ends here. TVS Ntorq 125, a great vehicle, like a motorcycle. You just enjoy it. Thank you. Bye bye.